Now for a look at the inside of this strut. As you can see, I've already taken the hex nut out. Did kind of a brutal job of that using a pipe wrench with a piece of vise. But essentially you got this outer cap, which appears to have a quite a complex seal in it. Goes all the way from one end to the other. Then you have a secondary piece, which should be able to slide off, and another gasket. I believe this particular seal goes to the outer housing and sort of separates the inner housing from the outer housing. And then there appears to be a damaged sort of stop or damper or seal of some kind at the end of this shaft. And then there's a small seal around the what I believe is the valve at the end, because there is a spring in there, and that allows the fluid to go from the smaller cylinder, which I will take out in a moment, to the large cylinder. This is the smaller cylinder, and I believe that fluid then goes from there into this larger cylinder, and then back depending on whether you're going up or down with the shaft. And that's essentially the design. This particular thing seems to have some rusty damage on it right here on the shaft. And this seal down here is actually got a crack in it. You see it right there. And also this, when I took this apart, there was absolutely no force required whatsoever to move this shaft up and down, so it was no longer functional. And fluid was bubbling out around this area here, and indicating that it had failed. One of the seals, something had failed in the whole operation. Therefore I felt it was totally safe to take apart, because I understand some of these are gas filled and it can be an issue if it's still sealed. I wasn't worried because this was clearly no longer sealed. So that's the inner workings as I interpret it of this strut.